man, you got to help me come up with an answer to this comment question. Well, yeah, I mean, you would have thought people would have figured that out by now. I mean, if you look at my channel description, it says I fix cars and make videos. So, in order to have stuff to work on, you gotta have Fords, right? Yeah, because we all know Chevys never have any problems. Well, fine. I mean, if that's what the people want, then I guess we'll just have to go make another Silverado video. Those seem to do well, and the audience really likes them. Hello everyone, today we're going to be going over how to replace a headlamp bulb in your Chevy Silverado 1500. This particular model is a 1998. Anyways, as I was saying, today's video is going to be the headlamp replacement in a 1998 Silverado, in particular the low beam. The headlamp bulb in this truck is really easy to get to actually, because there's no battery in the auxiliary battery tray here, which is usually occupied when you have one of these trucks with the diesel in it. The headlamp is right behind there, super easy to get to. Now if it was a high beam it'd be a different story, but this just goes to show you how easy it is. There she be. Disconnect the electrical connector. And there you go. That simple. And the cool part about this is I didn't even have to go buy a bulb. I've got one here in my box of bulbs. Brand new one, ready to go. It's the same size, same connector and everything. It's perfect. Now you want to make sure that you never touch the glass of a new headlamp bulb when reinstalling it. So being careful not to touch the glass. Plug the electrical connector back in. And we'll put it back in the headlamp housing. And that's it. You're done. And as you can see, within a couple minutes, your 1998 Chevy Silverado is ready to go. Once again, that easy. Now I want to show you what all is involved to do this job if it was a Ford. So as you can see, there's a few things we got to get out of the way here before we can get to this headlamp bulb. So first up, we're going to have to remove the engine here. And once we got the engine out of the way, transmission has to come out as well. So get that out of the way. And then last but not least, the front axles have to come out too. So we'll take the front axles out there. And as you can see, after we got all that out of the way, here's your headlamp bulb. So go ahead and put the new one in. Well, as you can see, the headlamp's already been replaced, so we know that that's good. We'll have to go chase a wiring issue. So we'll just reinstall all this here right quick. And reinstall the front axles here. Those back in place. There we go. And then the transmission goes in next. Got that in. And last but not least, we'll reinstall the engine. That's good, and we'll continue diagnosing the problem because it's not fixed yet. So we'll carry that on in another video. So as you can see, replacing a headlamp bulb on a Ford is much more difficult than a Chevy. I hope everybody knows that was a joke. So I still really haven't answered the question. What is it with me and censored Fords? If you've been a subscriber of mine for a while, you'll know that Ford has just always been my favorite brand. I don't know why. I don't claim that all of them are perfect. I don't claim that every Ford vehicle is better than a Chevy vehicle. It's just a personal preference thing. It's a brand that I particularly like. I'm not going to go around and saying that any Ford vehicle is better than any Chevy vehicle because that is truly not the case if you know anything about cars. Ford is just my preference. Maybe it's because I was raised with them. I don't know. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this truck. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that one either. Die-hard brand fans always amaze me. It's really interesting to see how the lengths that people will go to defend a certain brand of product that they like, despite known issues, whatever the case may be. It's and if you want to see what I'm talking about, just look through the comments section of any Ford or GM video. You will see it there. There's no doubt about it. But in the end, I think it really just comes down to a personal preference. I mean, these companies are in business because different people have different tastes. If everybody only liked one certain thing about one truck, there would only be one manufacturer. The fact is, competition brings improvement, guys. I think a lot of people overlook this, is that competition is actually a really good thing. Everybody is trying to do better. Everybody's trying to improve and be better than their competitor. The funny thing about it is, a lot of times competitors are actually working together, like Ford and the new 10-speed transmission. Oh, guess who helped design that? General Motors. It's just interesting how these companies work together and yet bash each other in their commercials, their fans, their loyalists, everybody is just very diehard when it comes to these two brands, and it's just funny to me. I personally have nothing against either one of them. I'm not biased in any way. I'm not going to lie and say that I don't have a favorite. Like I've said before, I obviously have a favorite, and that's Ford. I don't know why, it's just the way it is. I drive a Ford Fusion and a Ford F-150, and I like them both. Sure, I've had problems, but these are man-made machines. Of course, you're going to have problems. Some will have more problems than others. It's just the way life is. So I hope you enjoyed this little education slash... So I hope you enjoyed this little bit of education slash entertainment. Boy, that's a tongue twister. Education slash entertainment. That's just my 2 cents on the whole topic. Hope you guys are enjoying the videos. Give it a thumbs up if you like this one, and I'll see you guys next time. Hey, shut up!